What is up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Comping with Kyle. This is episode 3. I'm your host, Kyle Anderson, and this is my co host for the week, Tanner.
What's up, guys? I'm Tanner. I do acquisitions on the team, and I'm going to be joining Kyle on the show today, comping your guys' deals.
Yep. We got Tanner filling in for Brandon today. Normally, Brandon would be here, but he's out of town, so big boy Tanner stepping in. Let's go.
Good show.
So yeah, if this is your guys' first time joining in, this is just a show that we hop on every week and spend about an hour comping deals for you guys. If you've got something that you've been working on and you just want to get a second opinion on it, put it in the comments and we'll try to take a look at it for you and give you some feedback on it. Something to keep in mind, our offer or what we think the property is worth is not the end all be all. There's multiple exit strategies in real estate investing, and fixing and flipping is the one that we primarily focus on. So that's what our numbers are mainly driven towards. And that's kind of the lens that we're looking at this through. Make sure that you are, talking to your buyers, seeing what their exit strategies are, seeing how they run their numbers so that you can feel confident with whatever you offer based on what your buyers are looking for. So make sure you guys are staying up to date on that.
See that Melvin dropped a comment. He left his 9 to 5 and he has 3 deals under contract. Good stuff, Melvin.
Let's go, Melvin.
Proud of you, man.
I love it, man.
Good stuff.
Got 3 under contract. I hope you drop one of those in there. We'll definitely like to take a look at one of them for you, man.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Weeks? Thanks for joining us, man. Send a deal over. We'll comp it for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, drop those deals in the comments here. I know it's a little bit funky. I don't think YouTube lets you put the full address, so get creative with it. See how you can get that address in there.
Yeah, I know last week it was being weird. Are they going to show up right here, Kyle?
Yep. Yeah, okay. You should be able to see them. And Jake's going to be the one that picks out the deals, so he will toss them up on the screen for us. Tanner will read them out, and we'll check them out.
Sure.
In the meantime, while people are joining in and everybody's getting set up, I've got one that somebody made a special request. Wheelchair Pimpin', man. I love that
Shout
name.
Out Wheelchair Pimpin'.
He sent me a deal in Florida, so let's take a look at that one.
While going on Zillow, Kyle?
I'm actually going to be using Privy today.
Oh, okay.
What's up, David? How's it going, man?
What's up, David?
Jake, are we able to switch over to my screen?
Yes.
Cool. Alrighty. I always get asked every time I've done this, when are you going to start using Privy? I finally got my account all figured out, so we're going to be using that now for out-of-state deals. For deals that are in Arizona, which is the market that me and Tanner are in, we're going to be using Monsoon, which is the tax records here in Arizona.
Yes, sir. We got a deal in Florida. That's what we're looking at?
Yep. Here we go. It's in Jacksonville. Let's see what we got. All right.
Looks cool.
Oh, that's not it. That's in Riverside, California. All right. Maybe not. All right, let me try that again. Sorry, guys, for the delay. Thanks for bearing with me. 3665. Man.
It's Privy acting up.
This was the same issue that I was having before. It won't let me type stuff in sometimes.
Of course it happens on the show.
It wouldn't be a Wednesday comping with Kyle if we didn't have some sort of technical issue. That seems to be the name of the game for me.
Technical difficulties.
All right. I see it here now. All right. So it looks like this property is pending. So somebody's got it under contract. It looks like it is listed for $374. It is a 3-bed, 3-bath, just slightly under 2,000 square feet, 1 story, built in 1960. So let's check out the comparables that we've got. So when I'm using Privy, I always sort them by the most recently sold. It's the opposite direction. Because, as you guys know, the market's changing. Buyers' criteria is changing. People are needing deals deeper. You might see deals that sold December, January, February, March that are higher than something that sold in April, May, June. Just because the market is shifting, there's more inventory available. Buyers have more options. So there's not that ability for an investor to charge a premium in every area. So let's take a look. So we've got one that just sold June 17th, also a 3-3. It is a little over 2,000 square feet. Let's see if there's any pictures.
These ones have nice yards.
Yeah, it's a cool little like seating area they've got in the front. Okay. Oh, I like all that glass.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's cool. A lot of wallpaper. So
it's a unique house.
Yeah, it looks like this. It looks like somebody either put some work into this one or the previous homeowners just really kind of kept up on it. And it's built in the same year. I would say that this is a pretty good comparable. This one sold at $485.
Did that one sell?
And this one sold. Where did it go? It was June 17th.
Okay.
And then we've got one that sold on June 16th. This one's got an extra bedroom and one less bathroom. This one's a little bit newer. This one was built in 1973. Do you remember what year we were built?
I think it was 61.
61. So I don't know if I would really use this one too heavily as a comp, just because it was 12 years newer, which is kind of a big difference. I use like 8 to 9. Years is kind of the max that I'll go, but it definitely looks like it's renovated. Definitely looks like it's updated. And that one sold for $550. Let's see what else we've got. Sold back in May for $344. Based on that price, I'm going to assume. Yeah, not super updated. Definitely could use some work.
That other one sold at $485. I think that was a pretty good comp.
$485. Yep, I agree. I think that's a pretty good comp. I always like to have 3 comparables when I'm looking for a deal. That's what really makes me be like, okay, this is a solid deal. There's 3 other comps. There's no reason that this shouldn't be a deal. But 2 is kind of a minimum.
Yeah.
You agree?
Yeah, I would say, especially in this shifting market, I would say you should aim for 2 comps minimum, just because one of them could be an outlier, and you just never know. So if you have 2 to back it up, it makes it much more efficient.
Yeah. And then we'll take a look at this one from the end of March, but I'm not really looking anything further back than the end of March, and that's kind of a stretch. This one sold at $365. It's a 3.2, 1955. So this one's a little bit older. I think our best comp is that the one San Remo Drive. That one sold at $485. I don't think we can use River Hall per se. So I think you've really only got one good comp here. If you have a buyer that will buy based on one good comp, I would say that $485 could be your ARV.
Yeah, so I would agree, because that one was really nice. That $485.
Yeah. Should we toss this one in the calculator to see where we think we might need to be on it?
Yeah.
And again, just to reiterate, I don't know if I would have any buyers that would be willing to jump on a deal like this with one comp in this market, but we'll kind of give you a point of reference regardless. What do you think for rehab, Tanner?
Did we ever look at the photos?
Square feet.
Let me see.
I don't know. Let's take a look.
Photos real quick.
Here you go.
It's not in bad condition, but definitely needs full gut.
Yeah, it's just really outdated. Just a bunch of steps in the house, a bunch of level changes. Another big thing to think about, if this one has that big wall of windows like some of the other houses, windows are expensive, so keep that in mind. You got like a weird stained glass window here.
Yeah, probably definitely going to be needing to replace some windows.
But it's not in terrible condition. It's not like it's fallen apart by any means. So
not at all.
Let me know what you think, and I've kind of got a number in mind.
I was thinking probably like 90 to 100.
Okay.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, I was right around there as well. I'd probably have to go and like walk the property and see the layout.
For sure.
Something that's also really important to note is, on paper, a deal might pencil out perfectly. It might be like, the ARV, the rehab is generous, the profit is generous, and the numbers work out. But an investor might walk through the property and be like, ugh, the layout sucks. Like I cannot move this from there. I can't make the bedrooms flow how I want. And they might pass on a deal for that reason. So that's something else to keep in mind as well when you're checking out properties. But yeah, if we run it at 90 to 100, I'd say your offer on this one probably needs to be let's see, 485. What'd you do for profit?
So I did profit 13% on the back end of 485, which comes out to 65,000.
Okay.
And then we do add a wholesale fee in there when we're running our numbers. But it just depends how you want to run your numbers. We put a $10,000 wholesale fee, but once we get all those numbers down, a $90,000 rehab, it comes out to an offer price of anywhere from 275 to 280.
Yep.
Is where we would need that one at for it to be a good deal.
Yeah, for it to be a good deal to fix and flip, I was thinking right around like 270, 275. So wheelchair pimping, good luck with that one, man. You probably need that one like 100K off a list or so.
And get it done, man.
All right.
Let me see if I can get back on there and see the comments.
Jake, you got any good ones for us?
Melvin?
Yep, I got one in Mesa.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, we'll check that one out.
Let's check it out.
All right, here we go.
It's that one right there. It just popped up.
Okay.
All right. You want to read it off?
Yep. 3442 East Dragoon Avenue.
Who submitted this one? Johnny.
Thanks for sending it over, Johnny.
Appreciate you, man.
See what you got, man.
Alrighty. So remember the 5 steps that we're using when we comp. The first step, again, if you guys are unfamiliar, if you're brand new to comping, you don't know what to look at when you're looking for deals, it's okay. We got you. We've got a free resource. The link is in my bio in Instagram, or it's agentinvestors.com/comp. It's a free resource with a breakdown of the 5 steps that we're using when we're looking at a property, all the things that we're looking at that we're comparing from one to the next. So it's just another free resource for you guys to take a look at.
And all of us see a little bit of different things when we're checking out the deals. So when you guys send over a deal, Kyle will take a look at it, and then maybe Brandon or I will take a second look at it, just so we get a number that we're very confident in, and we can get back to you guys.
Yep.
I keep losing connection on StreamYard, dude.
It's all good.
Weird. It's fine.
So it looks like we are 1,300, almost 1,400 square feet. Let's see what the bed bath count is. Freaking out. It's always kind of hard to tell on Monsoon what the bed bath count is, because it has rooms, and I think it includes like the kitchen, the living room, like the dining room and everything.
It's never, it's always weird. It's always a weird number, like 6 or 7 or 10 or
and I'm like, yeah, no way. So I'm probably gonna assume this one's like a 3-2. Correct me if I'm wrong. So let's see. Do we have a pool? That's something I wanted to check out. In Arizona, the pool is very important for certain areas. Does not look like we have a pool. But again, that depends on the area too. Some areas there's just no pools anywhere, and houses still sell. So
I feel like Mesa tends to have less pools than like maybe Gilbert or Chandler.
Yeah, I would agree. All right, so let's take a look at this one on Diamond Ave. This is a 3-2, 1,300 square feet. Pretty similar to us. This one's got no pool as well. And okay, doesn't look to be okay. Yeah, looks like somebody came and did a little bit of work, put in some flooring, painted, did the countertops in the bathroom and in the kitchen, maybe did some new fixtures.
Looks like a little light remodel.
Yep. And let's see when this one sold. This one sold, okay, so June 15th. So I think this is a good comp right here. 435. I'm keeping that one in my back pocket. 1,700. That one's just a little bit too big, I think, for me to use as a comp.
1360.
What do you think?
Worth 1360.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't use that as a comp if I saw it in the 1700s.
I'll take a look at it, but it's kind of a stretch. This one has a pool and is bigger than us. I'm probably not banking on this one too heavily. But again, it's a good point of reference, though.
Yeah.
You just know in the back of your mind, okay, something's 1,700 square feet. That's a little bit bigger than us, sold for just under 500,000. But we do have another one here. It's 1,200 square feet, no pool as well. Okay, looks pretty similar. It looks like maybe somebody came in and did, a light remodel. Looks like they maybe put some new appliances.
A little bit of a brick touch.
Floor, yeah. I can't tell if it's probably fake. Put some brick wallpaper on there.
Is this one what this one said it was 1172 square feet?
Yeah. So just under 1,200 square feet. So a little bit smaller than us. Sold for 425.
That's good.
Yeah, I'd probably keep that one in the back of my mind as well. One story. And let's see what else we've got. Looks like a hedge fund bought this one. The reason I know that is because the buyer right here was Residential Home Buyer Phoenix. I just know that that's a hedge fund. 1,300 square feet with a pool, 460. We do not have a pool. We've got plenty without pools, so I'm not gonna take that one into account. I like this one. This is a good one to try to comp. There's not, sometimes you look around in neighborhoods. I don't know if this happens to you, but there's like, a 2,400 square foot house, a 1,200 square foot house, a 3,200 square foot house. They're just all over the place.
Yeah, these ones are all within a range of like 200, 300, 400 square feet, which makes comping just much better,
Yeah, it makes you a little bit more confident too. At least that's what I would say.
For sure.
This one doesn't look in bad shape, but doesn't really look like it was remodeled by any means.
Sold for 445.
Oh,
How big were they?
Sold for 445, and they're 4 square feet off from us. So
okay, so basically my match.
So I think we've got some pretty good comps here. We've got the Diamond Street at 435. We're not using that because they got a pool. We've got 35th Place at 425, and then Sunwood at 445. And all of these were within the last 3 months. I'm going to kind of be conservative and just kind of go right in the middle and go like ARV's probably like 435.
Yeah, I agree.
We don't want to bank on appreciation. We don't want to assume that a property that we or our investors flip is going to sell for any more than any of the others in the neighborhood. That's just not a sound assumption to make. So you got 435. Let me know what you think on rehab. I'll run my
50 a square foot runs us around 65. Let's see. Was there any pictures of it?
No pictures. So
we do have to assume the worst.
Yep. So we're just kind of going off of no pictures right now. But yeah, that's a good point.
What year was it built?
1981.
Okay.
So you never really want to like make assumptions. I mean, even a house built in 2010 could have had an owner that didn't take care of it and it's completely destroyed. But I think you're going to need to do a little bit of due diligence, Johnny, on this one and look at the pictures, see what you think. I'm going to run it at $50 a square foot as well, just to kind of, assume right in the middle. If it was just strictly cosmetic and you're just doing floor paint, cabinets, countertops, that kind of stuff, I would say you're probably closer to like $40 a square foot. But let's just round up and go to like 65, 70. We'll run it at 70 just to be conservative.
Yeah, I think 70 is good. Not too big of a house.
Profit on this one, I want to do 435 and I want to do 15% profit. So
15% profit from a house that's worth 435,000 when you're all said and done, that comes out to 65,000 profit, and then a $10,000 wholesale fee tacked on top of that puts us at
250.
Yep, 250 flat. You can maybe have a little bit of wiggle room. Just depends, but I think 250 would be a good number, and you could get that deal done for sure.
Depends on the condition.
Yeah.
Something I did just want to call out that I just saw here too. So here's a house that is the same square footage as us that's listed at 350, and it looks like it does have a pool. Granted, it doesn't. There's literally 3 pictures, so it's hard to tell. But if it's under contract, that means that somebody might be buying that one, and that would be a very low comp. If this one closed at 350, Keep that in
Kind
mind.
of hurts.
Something that we do now anyways is keep an eye on the actives, like what's available right now. Like if I'm looking at it from an investor perspective, right? Because you want to put yourself in the shoes of the investors, what's available right now? Are there other properties listed for less than $435,000 that are nice and remodeled and move-in ready? If so, how confident are you at that 435? So just another thing to think about. All right, there you go, Johnny. 250. What we got next?
Let's see. See if there's any more Arizona ones.
Are there any questions that are popping up that?
I did see one question on it that Ryan Young, he asked, you can use a well-kept home as a comp, and I think you could maybe give him a good answer to that.
Yeah, I think it's all dependent on what's available, right? If there's only if there's a bunch of remodeled houses in the area, you definitely want to be using those as comps, right? Because that's the same product that you're going to be putting out. But if it's just like, hey, all we have are these homes that have just been really well maintained, they've maybe updated a few things here and there throughout the years, and that's what you've got, that's what you can assume, because that's what a buyer's going to pay in that neighborhood. If they're paying $435,000 for a home that's nice, well maintained, move in ready, great. You can't automatically assume that somebody's going to pay more just for a renovated house with no proof of concept there.
Yeah. And there's some people who would rather pay for a well-kept home rather than like a remodeled home.
Right.
When it's just like the basic white cabinets, light floor. So it really depends. But I think a well-kept home that looks like it appears to be in good condition, that sold for a good price, I think it can be a good comp for sure.
100%. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head with that. Like, some people don't like the white granite countertops, the white cabinets, the gray paint, the gray flooring. Like, I just got my grandma into a new house, and she, like, that's how her house is. It's like all the white and the gray paint, and she's like, I don't like it. Like, it's not my favorite. But
I think it's getting kind of old. I don't know.
Yeah, so we'll be interested to see where it goes. So it all comes down to style too.
Yeah. Melvin commented down like 3 addresses. We could take a look at one of those.
All right, yeah, let's
see.
Check one of those out.
They're popping up a little weird. Can we look in Los Angeles? Do we want to look there?
Sure.
Let's see. They're just all popping up weird.
This one looks like the fullest address I can see. Let's check out this Golf View one.
Yeah. Where's it at?
Right here. Oh, you just scrolled past it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right there. Let's check that one out.
All right.
What is it?
2644 Golf View.
Okay. So this one's in Las Vegas. This was a good pick.
Yep.
Hey Jake, it looks like we're like buffering on StreamYard over here. Are we all good? Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I keep going out.
That's all good. All right, Melvin, let's check this one out. So looks like this one actually just sold December of 2021. It's a 2-bed, 2-bath. Just my immediate thought, whenever I see a 2-bed, 2-bath, I always think that it's in a 55+ community.
Always.
I don't know why.
Do.
But especially in Arizona.
I guess I'm just scarred from Sun City and stuff, but let's see.
Oh, that's funny. Let's see. I was trying to see if it says in here anywhere if it's a 55+.
Oh, Melvin commented Florida. He said that's Florida. That's not the right one.
Oh, that's not the right one. That makes more sense.
Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Here, let's look at this one.
All right.
Does Privy have LA?
Oh, here we go.
Is it the 1738?
No.
Yeah,
I think it's in Naples, Florida.
Yeah. Is that the right one, Melvin?
You said wrong one. That's not it.
Shoot. If not, then he has this LA one that we
All right.
I'll pull one up on the screen for LA.
Okay.
All right, cool.
You see that one, Jake?
Yeah.
Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, we'll look at that one.
Yeah, we can't see the screen over here, Jake.
Here, I'll read off the address to you.
All right, cool.
1738 West 43rd Place. Or maybe, 34. Yeah, 43rd Place. Yeah, that one.
All right. Sorry about that, Melvin. Hope we got the right one here.
Yep.
This one's active, and
that's a good one.
Hope this is right. Oh, ironically, it's another 2-2. All right. So we are listed for 652,000. We're 2-bed, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet, built in 1916. Man, that's an old house. Sometimes I just like to flip through the pictures at first. That's interesting how this like.
Yeah, what is that?
It looks like there's like a room built within this room. That's weird. Yeah, definitely needed some work to say the least.
An old style house for sure.
Yep. Okay.
Okay,
Door to nowhere. All right, let's check out the comps. And let's get sorted.
Oh, shoot.
So this one's sold. What's up?
Nothing.
You good? All right.
We're good.
So it looks like we've got one that sold in July.
So 4-3.
Sold July 5th. It's a 4-3. Okay, so this one's quite a bit bigger than us. Not only just size wise. I mean, okay, it's 130 square feet bigger, but it's got 2 extra bedrooms and 1 extra bathroom. But I just want to glance through it and see if it is remodeled just to get a point of reference.
We are pretty big, so I think we would have the opportunity to add another room on.
True.
Depending if how it looks on the inside.
That's a good point. And again, that's something, you'd have to, talk with your buyers and figure out like, hey, if we go and walk through this property, let me know. Do you think that you can add another bedroom? Is that possible in the layout?
Yeah.
And again, that's something that's very hard to tell from a computer. And
Yeah,
that's where
exactly.
working with agents is also like really helpful too. You can talk to the agent and be like, hey, I'm interested, but I need to know since I'm not there. Can you tell me, like, can you maybe walk through the house, FaceTime me, show me the layout? Like, is there room to add a 4th bedroom? And if so, where would that be? I got to add another bathroom as well to compete with the comparables. So,
yeah. And when you ask agents questions like that, it shows that you're serious too. So it's really a win-win situation when you're asking questions like that to these agents.
Okay. So I'm not going to use that one as a comp. And also, I don't really like crossing over main roads, so I'm probably not going to use anything east of this Western Ave. So I'm just going to check out these ones here. Got a 720, 3.2, 1942.
That might not be a bad comp.
Sold back in January, though.
Oh.
We'll take a quick peek at it, but let's see
That's
if we
a
can
little too
find
far
something.
back.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, it doesn't even look like it's really remodeled anyways. Ew.
Yeah. Oh my God, someone bought that?
Another one in January. This one sold in, oh yeah, wait, we just looked at that one. 597 in end of March. It's a 2-1, 1,600 square feet. Kind of sold for a low price on. There's no pictures, but excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Thank you. See another 560, a 3-1.
It's kind of a weird one.
Yeah.
It's that 2-2 that just messes it up.
And also, there's really no strong comps. Like this is a good example of one that I like. This would not jump out as a deal to me. Especially because we've got 2 that previous saying are comparables, and like they are pretty similar in size and bed bath, and they're selling in the 500s, and we're listed in the mid 600s. So I'm not really seeing that this is going to be anything good. I'm not using any of these comps over here because I don't like crossing major roads. Again, if that's something that your buyer likes, cross the major road and use those as a comps. But
yeah,
I'm going to probably say that this one's not really a good deal.
Yeah, I guess in the Phoenix market, we really can't use comps on crossing main roads. Most of our buyers don't go for that. But I guess in Los Angeles, if your buyer is willing to do that, maybe they need to spread out the radius a little more, then I'd go for it.
But yeah, I'd definitely say in the market that we're in right now, this is not jumping out as something that I would say is a deal. So, and again, you want to make it easy for your buyers to recognize a deal. It should be something that they look it up on whatever software they're using, and boom, right away they're like, okay, I see 200,000 over what they're asking, 300,000 over what they're asking. Like immediately they're interested. That's what's going to get them to jump out of their seat. You don't have to convince buyers that something's a deal. Like, oh, well, if you look at this comp across the street, a mile and a half away, that's where the comparable is. They're not going to go for it.
Yeah.
So
they need to be able to see it themselves.
Yep, exactly.
There's one in Nashville that, or we're just gonna be done with that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry, Melvin. I don't really feel comfortable giving out a number on this one because I don't really see any good comparables. And I saw even here, Privy said no comparables found. I don't know why it's showing these 10 that sold in the area, but
I think it's just showing the activity in that area.
Yeah.
But
let's move on to the next.
Yeah. What's up, Ryder? He commented, "What's up, everyone? Hope you're all doing well."
What's up, Ryder?
He has one in Nashville that he wants us to check out.
Cool. Let's do it. What's the address?
509 Neilwood. Yes, sir.
Nashville. Never been there. Woo! $1 million.
Oh, big boy. Is that a price drop on it too?
Yep. Looks like they price dropped $100,000 on the 24th of June.
Okay. How long have they been listed for?
Maybe I'm not looking in the right spot. Oh, listed 43 days ago.
Okay.
So they've been sitting for quite some time. Just want to call this out, something to keep in mind. This one, like for $1 million projects that you've got going right now, you really have to make sure that there's a lot of spread there. For an investor to want to put up, a large amount of capital in such an uncertain time, they have to feel like really certain that there's 3 solid comps. You estimated the rehab budget very accurately, something that is going to sell, that's appropriate for, or that something that's going to make the property appropriate for the ARV that you set, and that they're going to make a nice, piece of money on, especially because, there's longer days on market now. Again, I'm not too super familiar with the Nashville market, but I'm just speaking in terms of at least what we're seeing in Arizona.
No, it's true though.
Let's glance through the pictures real quick. Ooh, that kitchen is bad. Outdated.
It's a big bathroom.
Yeah, it was. Did you see how big the shower was?
No.
This whole thing is the shower. That's crazy.
Oh my God.
All right. So it looks like we definitely need some cosmetic updating here, and something to really bring the value out in it and make this $1 million property. We're a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,300 square feet, built in 1950, and it looks like we do have a basement. So we're 1 story with a basement.
Okay. I love basement houses.
And me too. They're cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And it looks like we have 1 house that sold recently, and it did sell in May of 2022. So let's check it out.
Looks like it's pretty close.
2-bed, 3-bath, 2,400 square feet.
What were we? 27?
We were a 4-3 with 2,300 square feet.
Okay.
So square footage wise, we're right. I honestly kind of doubt that there's only 2 bedrooms in this house, but I don't know that for a fact. But this house looks really nice.
Yeah. Damn, that is a really cool house though.
Yeah, with
sitting on the hill like
long
that.
driveway up there.
Yeah. It's a nice house.
I'm just glancing through the pictures now because I'm curious.
Yeah, I want to see the rest.
Oh, that's nice.
I really like that layout for sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, it looks like even in the market that we're in back in May, somebody paid 1.65 for this. So, it's possible that we could turn the subject property into that. But, we've only got 1 comp. So, if I was the one buying it, I wouldn't feel confident that I could sell it for 1.65 based on the fact that there was only 1 that sold. But let's run the numbers. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see what we think.
We'll be conservative. What do you think ARV? 1.6?
Yeah, 1.6. Since we're slightly smaller. And we're built in 1950. They're built in 1960. So.
Okay, we're a big house, so it's going to be a hefty rehab.
Cool. Yeah, so they're 2,300 square feet. For
luxury remodels.
Luxury remodel. I think, we've learned from the project that we're doing in McCormick Ranch, which is in Scottsdale. I think Albert said that we were close to like $80 a square foot, maybe even a little bit more. So, I would run it at like 80, 85.
Let's see what comes out at 80.
186,000. And on a big project like that, you always want to have like a little bit of wiggle room in your budget. You never want to be running your numbers too tight. So I'm going to say 200,000.
Yeah, and the quality also has to be there. You
Yep.
can't really cheap out on anything.
Nope.
So it is good to be conservative when you're even in such a high price.
Yeah.
The rehab, we'll go 200K.
Okay. The profit on that, you're going to need 15% of 1.6 million. Not good at quick math.
Even 150 is 9%.
So 200,000 to maybe even 225
for profit.
Yep. I think 225.
All right. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
225 for the profit.
Yeah. Let's see.
And
wholesale.
Yeah, you're probably gonna want to make a little bit of a bigger fee on that one. So
for sure.
And
Do you think that rehab cost is locked in?
No, I honestly think for our house in McCormick Ranch that we're remodeling, I think 250 is the budget that we ran on it, and it's pretty similar square footage. It's 2,400 square feet. So you want to run it at that?
Yeah, let's go
250.
Yeah, and that just ensures that you, at the end of the day, you're going to have something that's worth 1.6 million if you're putting that much money into it with the right crews and stuff.
Yep, and then with a $225,000 profit, $25,000 wholesale, I would think you probably need this one around 950. Which, based on the fact that it's listed at $1 million, that's it's not crazy far off in terms of percentage wise. But again, I want to reiterate this again. I would try to get some buyers lined up first. Get some other opinions on somebody who would actually be buying this property, so you don't lock it up and waste anybody's time.
Yeah.
And another thing to consider too is, if it would work for somebody at 950, they could also just be, making that offer as well. So maybe you might want to try to get it, like work a little bit harder to try to get it at like a little bit of a deeper discount, really show that buyer that like, hey, they worked really hard. They got this, $75,000, $80,000 off of something that was already dropped $100,000. This is a great deal. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to take the risk on it. So
yeah, Ryder said that he saw 2 more comps and he was looking to pick it up at 820. So I'm guessing those comps must have been lower than that 1.6.
Yeah.
Is nothing else really showing up on Privy?
Not from what I can see in this area. I'm trying to change let's do that. Oh, geez. I messed that up. Oh, that's no good.
Yeah, I've never looked at a deal in Nashville, so he said 1.2 and 1.4. Okay.
Here's the 1.2. Yeah, see, this one is so far away that it didn't even like pop up on the parameters that
how far away
Privy
is it?
has it set. It's a mile. It's over a mile away. I wouldn't use that as a comp. It also sold in January. That's not a comp. The 1.4.
3.
Where's that one? Yeah, so that one sold in March. And that one sold for 1.36. And that one is almost a mile away. It's 0.8 miles away. I honestly just think it's kind of far. I think it's a little bit of a stretch. Again, I'm not familiar with the area, but certain parts of neighborhoods are very different. I think I've said that before that, you can drive through a neighborhood and on the left side, you might have, quarter or half an acre lots that have big, 3,000, 4,000 square foot houses on them. Yeah. On the right side, they're, smaller lots. They're 5,000 square foot lots with, 1,800 square foot homes on them that are more kind of like starter homes. So, and sometimes you just have to be driving and you just have to be in that market and you just have to know it.
Yeah, you got to know what the neighborhood kind of looks like, just because these houses can change so much, even not even half a mile down the road. But I guess, Ryder, if you think that's a solid area and all those homes in that area are nice, I think you could. When did that 1.4 sell?
The 1.4 sold in March.
Okay. So
it's a little outside of the scope of what I'm looking at. Early March is.
I'm trying to think. Maybe if I was in your position, Ryder, I think maybe I would keep an eye on it and and see if another comp pops up in the area. It doesn't look like this house is going to sell too soon, especially if they're already doing price drops on it.
Yeah.
I think it could be something good, but it's just trying to use that one recent comp. It just makes it kind of hard.
Yeah. And also, again, keep in mind, like I said at the beginning of the show, we are looking at this through a lens of fix and flip. I'm not familiar with Nashville, but I know Nashville is a popping area. Maybe you might find a buyer who likes luxury Airbnbs out there and doesn't need $225,000 of profit because they're not planning on selling it. They want to keep it and cash flow it. Again, that's not an analysis that we would do, but find somebody who is and have them take a look at it.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're building a relationship with that agent and talking with them so that, people don't try to go around your back and be like, oh, this is a great deal. I'm going to go around him and offer, $950 because it's $25K higher than what he said he could get it at.
Yeah.
So build rapport with the agent, let them know like, hey, I work with a couple other investors. This one's a little bit outside my price range, but I have a guy who buys Airbnbs. Let me check with him.
Yeah. I think you got something good on your hands, Ryder. Maybe you could reach out and see if you can find some, like what Kyle said, maybe an Airbnb dude in Nashville that would be willing to pay a different price than a fix and flipper like us. But I would keep your eye on that, man. That was a good one for sure.
Definitely. Cool.
Let's see. Have any popped up in Phoenix, Jake?
No.
Damn, my computer's running low. I'll go snack it in a bit.
You want to go grab your charger? You want me to look through?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if you see anything good.
Cool.
I'll be back.
Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. Sorry we didn't do the show last week. I was out of town on a family vacation. I was in California for the week, so just enjoying some time with the family. Let's see, I think, okay, here's one in North Carolina. Looks like somebody on Facebook dropped this one in. So let's check that one out.
It gets kind of toasty in here, boys.
It is kind of warm. 5926. There. Alrighty. So we are active on the market, listed 47 days ago at a price of $365,000. That's the current list price. It dropped $30,000 on July 5th. So
oh wow.
Nobody bid on the 4th of July weekend. I guess they dropped the price. And this one's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,650 square feet, 1 story, built in 1972. Oh, actually, let me look at the pictures. I was just like breeze through them real quick.
I think that's like the best floor plan for an ideal fix and flip. A 3-2 that has some room.
Yeah. I think that's that's a pretty good point that you brought up right there too, is that, the smaller homes that are, 1,100 square feet to, 1,900 square feet, fix and flippers are going to be able to get those done a lot quicker than, a 2,700 to 3,200 square foot house.
Yeah.
It's quicker turnover, faster to get them back on the market before the market adjusts too much. So, and again, that's not a generalization. That's from what I've seen in Arizona, is that the smaller, a little bit better.
Yeah.
All right. So got to get that ugly wallpaper off and do some cosmetic work. Wow. So it looks like 19 properties have sold.
Wow. Where are we at? Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay.
Yep. So I like to see, I get excited when I see something that sold in the same month that we're in. So something that sold July 8th, I'm like, oh, I immediately want to see this one, because this is like pretty much the most recent data you can get as to what buyers are buying.
Yeah.
So we got a 3-2, 1,800 square feet built in 73. A little bit bigger than us, but I'd say it's still comparable.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good comp because we're in the 1600s. Yeah, that one's good. 415.
Yeah, so it's like 140 square feet bigger. I think this is a perfect example of one that like somebody brought up earlier. Like, you know, the house doesn't have brand new flooring. It doesn't have brand new appliances and countertops, and like, you know, the layout's still a little bit weird, but it's a clean house. So I would use this one as a comparable, especially because of how recently it sold.
Yeah.
So we got that one sold at $415. Got one that sold June 30th. For $537, a 3.2, 1872. So that's 200 square feet bigger than us.
I don't think that's a deal breaker.
No,
It just really depends what the other comps are looking like.
I hate it when houses are like virtually staged like that.
I know.
Or actually,
Is it?
okay, now I can't even tell. Now I might have to take that
I think
back,
that's
but-
real.
Okay, see, that's why I hate it, because sometimes I can't tell.
I'm so used to the freaking open door
Yeah.
ones, dude.
Okay, this house looks pretty nice.
I like this one. Cool layout.
Yeah, the bathrooms look like they've been updated. The kitchens look nice. The flooring seems to be in good shape.
This one was pretty close to us. Ooh, that's a nice patio.
Yeah, that is a nice
That
patio.
green though.
Again, I can't tell if those are real chairs or fake chairs.
Yeah.
Driving me nuts. Oops.
That one was close to us, 0.3 miles away.
Yep, that one was close by and sold recently. There's a lot selling in this neighborhood, and they're kind of all over the place. So far, we've seen a 415, a 537, and now we got a 332. This one's a little bit smaller than us. No pictures of the inside.
Dang.
So keep that one in the back of my
Is there
mind.
any other 500s?
Oh, this one's really close. This one's 0.07 miles away. So this one looks like it's like right down the road. Sold for $420. It's 12 square feet bigger than us. Built the same year. Great, no pictures. Solid.
Of course. I would have to think it's in original condition.
Yeah. See, it makes it hard to make that assumption just because the prices are all over the place.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at like this last one here. This one also sold in June because I think we've got enough to work with. Another 3.2. This one is about 100 square feet smaller than us. A little bit more than that. It does have pictures. So not in bad shape.
I think that's actually nice.
Yeah.
Gray cabinets. You don't really see that.
You don't really see that. I like it though.
I think they did a good job with that.
I agree. This one sold for $445. So I think this is a pretty good comp.
Yeah, I would have to say that's probably the best one I've seen.
Yeah, I like this one and the first one that we looked at, the 415 as well. This one, I'm gonna refresh my memory on the pictures of it. Oh, great. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think we could lean more on that 445 one and use this one as a reference. Just because that other one was nicer for sure.
Yeah, it definitely was a little bit nicer, but this one sold more recently.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
This
So,
one's in July.
Yeah, this
okay.
one sold July 8th. The other one sold June 3rd. So they're about a month apart. But I honestly kind of agree with you. You know, the 415 is in good condition, but it's not, I would say it's not as desirable as the 445. So I don't know. You want to maybe split the difference, say like 430?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
That's kind of what I do when I'm a little bit unsure, is I kind of will just take the midway between the two.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
And it looks like previous showing here that this one that sold for 445,
Oh, no, you're good.
the one that sold at 445 was bought for 252. It looks like. So that looks like this one was possibly flipped.
Oh, dude, no way! I just lost it.
Let me see. Try to see if we can pull up maybe the before and afters on this one.
So that one that sold at 445, you said someone bought it at 252?
Yeah, that's what it's showing. Yeah.
How long ago?
October of 2021.
Okay. So it was definitely a flip.
Yeah, it looks like they held it for 8 months or so. So I don't know if they, maybe bought it, renovated it, were renting it out. Now they're trying to sell it. Who knows? Maybe they were living in it. Now they're moving.
Thanks on appreciation a bit.
Doesn't really show, but it was sold less than a year ago. for 225,000, or sorry, 252,000.
Okay.
So
I still have the crazy numbers from the other one.
yeah, if you put in $250,000 of rehab into a $430,000 home, you need it at negative 106,000. No, yeah, let's see how big ours was again. 1650. I don't think it looked in terrible shape. I'm probably gonna say $45 a square foot.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that. We don't have a pool or anything.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say probably like right around 75. We were built in 1972, so it's not new by any means, but
It's not too old.
it's not like a 1916 house or anything.
50 profit.
Yep, 50K for profit, and then back to our $10,000 wholesale fee. Probably looking at around like 255 on this one.
Yep.
For a flip, which pretty much lines up with where that other one was bought. That one was bought at 252. So, another little piece of advice is I would try to see if you can skip trace and get the information of the person who bought it at 252 and say, hey, look, I can get this house in the same neighborhood. We're 0.3 miles away. We can get it to you at the same price that you bought this other one. Would you be interested in that? There you go. You might have a buyer lined up.
Your buyer right there. But yeah, that one on Forest Way Drive, that's a great comp. So that's definitely the one that I would use, and use the other ones as a reference. But
yeah,
I think 250, that'd be a good deal, man.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, of course I got disconnected again.
All good.
Let's see if we can get one more in.
Yep, I think we got time for just about one more. Jake, any good comments you see popping up that we might have missed?
Yeah, answer this one real quick, just so everyone knows.
Why do my requests keep getting deleted?
Put the whole address, I think.
Oh, okay. So YouTube has this weird thing, and I'm not really sure why, but when you put in like a full address, it like flags the YouTube comments, and it's just going to delete it. So some people will put like, emojis in between the numbers that they're putting in, or they'll put in, some sort of, they'll put in something to just try to mix it up. I know it's super annoying. I'm sorry. We're trying to figure out a better way to do it, and we've, tried to do some troubleshooting on it, but
yeah, it's just you can't really get around it.
Yeah, it's just one of those weird things that YouTube does. So apologize for that, David. If you guys did not get your property comp for whatever reason, either we missed it or YouTube wouldn't let you, submit it, go to agentinvestors.com/dispo. That link will be in the description, and it is in my bio on Instagram. Give me and Tanner a follow.
Yep.
Feel free to DM us if you have any questions. But at the agentinvestors.com/dispo, you can submit some deals that you either have locked up or you are about to get locked up. You're talked with the agent, and you're like, hey, I think this is the number that the agent would take. We'll try to give you a second opinion on it and try to get back to you.
Yes, sir.
Just something to keep in mind when people are submitting those. Do a little bit of your own research. Submit comps. Sometimes people are just putting stuff in with absolutely no groundwork done, and that's we're not going to do it for you. We're here to help and give a second opinion. We're not just going to comp everything for you and tell you, oh yeah, here's a list of 20 properties and where you need them all.
It makes our buy price a lot more accurate when you guys can come with us with some due diligence, and we know what we're looking at, and we can just give you guys a number that we're confident in.
Yeah.
And if you guys have any other questions that maybe not referring to a deal, you can always join the Discord too, because we're active in the Discord all day, the whole team. Even Ryan, he's answering people's questions all day long. So that Discord is just great to join in if you guys have questions that aren't referring to a deal.
Yeah.
And then referring to that other one, Kyle, the one we just looked at, he was curious why we didn't lean on the comp that was at 537.
Honestly, because that one was kind of an outlier. Let me really quickly try to.
I asked Kyle right after we saw that one if there was any other 500s, and there wasn't. And so that's really why we can't lean on it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it's just an outlier. You've got three others right here. You got a 445, a 420, and a 415. And then you've got one 537. So that's why I personally wasn't using it as a comp. I think there was something else too. I think it was the year built, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, like that's a really nice one, and I'd love
Yeah.
to use it as a comp. And if there was another 500 within that area, you could definitely refer to that one more. But you really got to use when there's like more than 2 comps, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what we were going for on that one.
Yeah, he said, got it. Appreciate the follow. Of course,
Cool.
man.
Cool.
Let's see.
I think that's probably about all we got time for, guys. I think we got to wrap up.
Yeah. This dude just commented one in California. Should we just see it? Should we text him off the cast and help him, or?
Yeah. What's his name?
I don't even know. J-Radby.
J-Rad. Just message me or Tanner on Instagram, or submit the property to agentinvestors.com/dispo. We'll take a look at it. We're running out of time on the live, so we want to let everybody get on with their day. Thanks everybody for stopping in. Again, let us know how we can help you guys out. We're here to help. Yep. And we'll see you guys next Wednesday. We do this every Wednesday at 3 p.m. same time.
Yep. See you guys next week.
Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you.